Hello everyone. As many of you know and have pointed out, the latest software update on the Oculus Quest, specifically version 7, has broken side-loaded games. So what happens is now in the game you can only use one controller at a time. So I can use my right hand, and if I click any button on the left controller, now I can use my left hand, but only my left hand, and now the right controller stops tracking. And now if I click the right controller again, then the right controller starts tracking and the left one stops. And there's also another issue here, which is that when I try to teleport using the thumbstick, I can no longer change the direction that I will face on teleport. So even though I rotate the thumbstick, the arrow thing that shows me the direction that I will face doesn't change. So this is just a quick video to show you how to fix this and how to get both your hands back so you can continue developing your amazing game. Well, actually this is more of a workaround and I'll explain why at the end of the video. So if you just want to jump to the fix right away, you can go to the timestamp shown on your screen right now. But if you bear with me for a minute, let's try and first understand what the problem is before we fix it. So what exactly is the issue here? Well, the problem lies in the AndroidManifest.xml file. Each app has its own manifest file, and this manifest file provides information about your app to the Android operating system. For example, it lists all the permissions that the app needs in order to run properly using the user's permission tag. So if your app needs to use the microphone or the camera on the device, the permission will be listed in this file. It also lists which hardware and software features your app depends on by using this user's feature tag. And now, after the Oculus Quest version 7 update, we specifically need to enable 6 degrees of freedom tracking by including this line into our AndroidManifest.xml. As you can see here, it says that if this tag is omitted, then the app only works in 3DoF mode, and 3DoF headsets like the Oculus Go and Gear VR only use a single controller, which typically does not have an analog stick, which is why we were seeing those issues in our app earlier. So for apps that can work in both 6DoF and 3DoF mode, the value of required can be set to false. For apps that definitely need 6DoF, required should be set to true. And if neither of these are declared, then the app will only run in 3DoF mode. So let's open up our Android manifest file and take a look at it. Oh, and by the way, the Android manifest file will only exist if you have built and deployed to the device at least once. Which if you're having this issue, that means that you probably have. But anyway, make sure that you have deployed to the device at least once, and then go to your project folder, Intermediate, Android, APK, and in here you should find the AndroidManifest.xml. Double click on that to open it up. Inside the manifest file, you will see a section here with the comment application definition. And if you scroll down a bit further, you should see a section with the comment requirements. Inside this requirement section, we have the user's permission and user's feature statements. So now we need to add this line in here. But we are not allowed to directly edit this manifest file. You can see here on the Unreal Engine documentation page, it says that you should never edit the manifest file, and any changes that need to be made should be done in the advanced APK packaging section. This is because Unreal Engine automatically generates the manifest file for us when we either package the game or launch it on the device. Alright, so let's go into our project in the engine and then go to Edit, Project Settings, and then go to Android under Platforms, and then Advanced APK Packaging. So here is where we can make any modifications to the manifest file. So if you want to add extra tags or extra permissions in the manifest, we can do that by adding array elements here like so. However, we want to add extra features, and currently we don't have an option to do that right here. So if you hover over permissions, it says that you can create a file called ManifestRequirementsOverride.txt, which will replace the entire requirements section in the manifest file. So let's do that. Let's go into the project folder again, and this time into Build and Android. And let's create a new text file here with the name ManifestRequirementsOverride, and it needs to be spelled exactly like this in Pascal case. So you can copy this from the description if you'd like. And now let's copy everything from the requirements section up until the manifest closing tag and paste it into a new file. Make sure that you don't make any changes to the manifest file. Now we also need to add this line, and this will also be available in the description, so you can copy it from there and paste it into our requirements override file. And then we can save this file and close it. And we also don't need the project settings anymore. And that should be it. Now let's launch the game on the Quest. And there we go. Now we should have both our hands back and both of them are tracking properly. And the teleportation issue should also be fixed. So I can now change the direction again. So please try this out, and if it works for you, please let me know in the comments and share this video with other developers who might be having this problem. So in the next version of the Unreal Engine, which is 4.23, and it's currently available as a preview, in the advanced APK packaging section, we will be able to specify which Oculus mobile device we want to deploy our app to. So here we can pick either the Oculus Quest or the Oculus Go. And this should automatically add the right feature statements in the manifest file. And we won't have to manually do all this stuff that we just did. This is why in the beginning of the video I mentioned that this is only a temporary workaround. Alright, so see you in the next video.